Good morning students. In today's video I am going to discuss about how to make a revision one day before the exams. Otherwise one day how to read the entire book. So don't worry, everyone is going to have the same situation and everyone is going to get through this. So my first tip before entering into how to prepare this night before exam is belief. You have to believe yourself. Mindset, I always tell mind. So always have a positive mindset, positive vibes, and with this positive mindset only we have to enter this video like how to prepare. And I am going to give a master timetable for the one night before going for the exam next day morning. And as I mentioned, it is not only for you, it is for all the students, whether it is going to be whatever course. And I am specifically going to discuss about MBBS exams. And my second tip will be don't panic. The same thing, almost like mindset. When you are going to have positive mindset, because some will think that how will I be able to read the entire book in one night. Some books will contain 1000 pages in one book. We will decode it, which you already know, but it's just a motivation video. It's not that what I am going to tell you are going to follow. You are almost already following it. Maybe some tips extra might help you in motivating. Now third tip, coming to the main thing, first make the table. Your environment, your study environment should be ready. Set up your room. Study table should be ready. For example, if I have physiology paper 2 yesterday, the physiology book should be kept ready. If you want to underline the important notes, that marker should be there, pencil should be there. In fact, even water should be there on the table. So everything should be kept ready because you have to avoid distractions. Obviously, important questions should be marked. The study table is set ready for you. Pakka. So you have planned the environment pakka. Now, time distribution. Yeah, very important. Randomly, I can't just read. For example, if I am taking physiology, paper 2, CVS, cardiovascular system, respiratory system, central nervous system, and special senses. So 4 topics are there. So I will plan the timetable I am putting down. So 9 o'clock. I am usually a late night reader. So some prefer early morning reading, some prefer late night reading. So set up after breakfast and all over, you are coming and sitting at 9 a.m. So pre-lunch. So you plan 9 to 1. So 4 hours is there. For example, I am planning for physiology paper 2. So what I will do, I will divide 9 to 1. So cardiovascular system, I have to complete. So cardiovascular system, most of the questions asked, important essays, cardiac cycle, cardiac output, regulation of blood pressure, shock. So now I am taking the cardiac cycle. So what I will do here is very important tip, especially the day before exam, surface level understanding. It is that I will not read in depth. It is very difficult to read in depth or to read all the points whatever is given in the textbook. You might have read in the beginning or even some 2-3 months back, but tomorrow is the exam and I have to read the portions whatever is there for tomorrow. The entire thing in this today's night. So surface level understanding. To know what is surface level understanding, if I take cardiac cycle, which is expected university essay, so cardiac cycle. So definition of cardiac cycle, duration of cardiac cycle. Then the flowchart will be given in the textbook. So the heading itself is making the self-explanatory. So what I have underlined of the 5 pages will be just half page. On the same half page you read is enough for cardiac cycle. On that half page, when you are going to write in the exam, you will be reproducing it to 3 or 4 pages or 5 pages. It is as simple as that. I am just told an example. Another example I will tell. Another important lesson in cardiovascular system, cardiac output. So definition of cardiac output, normal value of cardiac output, 5 liters per minute. Factors affecting cardiac output. One is important tip. Remember the headings. So whatever headings is given in the textbook, please write it down or note it. Remember it. Headings. Another thing, wherever chart, especially for essays, wherever the chart or tabular column is given, memorize it or read it very well. You need not read them. So this is called a surface level understanding. Another important tip which I want to give is, we call it as 80-20 or 70-30. That is 70-30 for example means, as I told, time is very less. You will not be reading the entire textbook from page number 1 to page number 800 or page number 1000, whatever it is. So what we will be reading, what is this concept 70-30 is, 30% of the book only will be reading thoroughly the day of the exam. But understand that 30% of the book which you are reading, almost 70 to 80% of the questions will be coming from that. Or you have to give more importance to most expected questions. So this is called 80-20 concept or 70-30. Post-lunch session, RS, respiratory system. So I will go for lunch 1 to 2. So 2 to 6 I am planning, 4 hours. Respiratory system. So or 2 to 5. For me respiratory system is 3 hours. It is not fixed. It will vary from individual to individual because some will be thorough in respiratory system, some will be thorough in central nervous system, some will be thorough in cardiovascular system. So who is thorough in some system, less time can be dedicated. So respiratory system, I feel I am thorough with respiratory system, so I may dedicate only 3 hours for that. So what I will do, I am having the question paper for respiratory system, positive mindset, positive vibes, everyone same scenario. So I am reading, no problem. I am not getting disappointed like how can I read the entire textbook in one day. For everyone it is the same situation. Everyone is going to come through this, no issue in that. So in respiratory system, for example, transport of oxygen, expected essay, transport of carbon dioxide, hypoxia, oxygen dissociation curve, regulation of respiration. So before dinner, now I have finished cardiovascular system, respiratory system. In fact, even before dinner, I can have 2 more hours because I am taking only 3 hours for respiratory system. So I will put CNS, Central Nervous System Part 1. Same plan. So master timetable, settings is ready, and see that as you are reading, adequate water intake is very important. Water is very important for hydrating yourself. Keep it in mind, and don't sit in the same place continuously. After 2 hours, just go a brisk walk, but otherwise don't get too much deviated. And one more important thing which I want to mention, which many students make mistake is, if you are reading cardiac cycle, you got stuck somewhere. Don't keep on reading the cardiac cycle for more than 1 hour or 2 hours, because you are planning CVS for 4 hours and you plan what the questions you are going to read. So it's very simple. That's what I told her. One of the tip is timetable, and you are already planned in the timetable. Before lunch, you have to finish cardiovascular system, and in the cardiovascular system, you have divided the topics. What topics, what time. If you are not able to complete, that's called another very important deadline. So plan according to your deadline. If your deadline is reached, you are crossing the time, either skip that or take 5-10 minutes extra, or you can ask your friends. If you are not clear with that concept, ask your friends about, I am not able to understand the cardiac cycle clearly, please help me, or please tell me, I will listen. I have already told in my previous videos, hearing is also a type of learning, which is even very good. Similar, those who teaches you, teaching is also a type of learning. So both hearing as well as teaching can be done. So no problem with that. In fact, it can also save some of your time, because time is very precious in this moment. And another tip, see that while you are taking lunch or dinner, don't have very heavy lunch. Many students will tell, I want to be very fresh, I want to take more calories so that I will have brisk reading. It's not so. If you are going to eat more, it will make you fatigued, it will make you sleepy. And if possible, try to take more vegetables and fiber, so that stomach filling will be there, calorie intake will not be so much, and avoid very sugary rich foods. Carbonated beverages, all those things try to avoid. Then especially dinner, don't take heavy dinner. Very difficult to read post-dinner session. Now coming to post-dinner. So what's here? So before lunch, I finished cardiovascular system. After lunch, I finished respiratory system. And I started central nervous system part 1, like ascending pathways, descending pathways, I finished. Then I come in after dinner, I am completing basal ganglia, cerebellum. Then special senses, visual pathway, auditory pathway. Likewise, all the questions you should be knowing, you should be touching upon, very important. Instead of reading cardiac cycle alone for 3 hours and leaving cardiac output or some other question, see that you read all the questions, touch upon, so that you will be able to answer whatever question is being asked. That's what the main thing during revision. So touch upon all the expected questions. Don't leave any questions without reading, because already time is very less and you are keeping on dumping your brain. So see that take very less from all the chapters and all the expected questions. Don't leave any questions without reading or without touching upon. Touch upon everything. Another very important tip is sleep, which most of the students don't follow. Some will keep on reading without sleeping, because only one exam in the entire year and he has to get through that exam. So he will have that tension. My personal point of view is, at the minimum you have to do 4 hours sleep at least. So 4 to 5 hours sleep, 4 to 6 hours, because this 4 hours, 5 hours sleep is very important the next day of exam. Imagine you are thinking that only one day exam, I will somehow adjust without sleeping. You read the entire night. The next day exam, in case if you are feeling sleepy, what will happen? Some questions which you have read long back, but you have not read that day, you will not be able to recollect. Note it down. You have not slept during the day of reading before the exam, then recollecting capacity will be very much reduced, because already you are dumping your brain by reading 15 to 16 hours almost. And if you are not going to sleep, what will happen? It is very, very difficult. So obviously, definitely 4 to 5 hours sleep is must. 6 to 7 hours is adequate. Students' point of view, I will go with 4 to 5 hours of sleep. So to summarize, SMS. S for surface level understanding. Take any important topic, go through the headings. If that question is asked, you should know that you will be able to write all the things for that question, so that you don't miss any questions 100, because the time is very less. M, mind. Mindset is very important. You should have a positive mindset. Even in the exam, you should have a positive mindset. Another S, sleep. So SMS, surface level understanding, mindset, sleep. Set the table for studying and have positive vibes, and don't worry and don't feel that you are studying alone. All your friends are also studying along with you. So all of you read with dedication and with positive vibes. So all the best for your exams. Keep doing well, keep writing the exams well, and all the best for your prosperous futures and my future doctors. Thank you. Hope this video was very useful for you. So share this video to all your exam going friends, and we'll meet it in the next video. Thank you for patiently listening.